Hello everyone, it is the MGTOW Recluse, being completely reclusive. I got a motel. I've been staying here for a few days, and yeah, I got like another day. And I have all kinds of thoughts. This is going to be an off-the-cuff um, audio recording. I have been off the map for a while on the YouTube sphere. You know, I've been just focusing on different things. Um, One aspect that I'd like to talk about right now is the lack of female self-control when it comes to regulating what comes out of their mouth. A lot of the times when it comes to being mindful of what you say, I find that there's a gender difference there. You know, with my job, I work with the public. You know, I was dealing with a customer, and she was just laughing about how I went about with the transaction. It wasn't the actual customer; it was somebody that was with her. But like if females are kind of worse when they're in groups. You know, I think it's true with men too, or boys, because I went to Walmart today, and the employees, I totally got the vibe that one of the male employees was trying to kind of clown it up or act like a buffoon or whatever, acting up a little bit just to impress some female. Because I think that normally when you get men and boys or whatever, when they are by themselves, they act completely different. Then you get a female into the equation, and then they act up. So females are very much the same. They are they don't really have much of a filter. Like I had another customer on a whole different situation. She was drunk, obviously, and she was talking about one aspect of something that I owned, and was saying it was being critical of that. And normally people I don't know, I feel like females are very judgmental, and it's not just females, it's low IQ males. And I say low IQ because I'm staying here at the hotel, and there was this tenant that was working around. I was trying to sunbathe yesterday, and he had to make a little small talk. Just had to make small talk. Couldn't let a man be. I was sunbathing, and he was like, "Oh yeah, trying to get a tan, huh?" And like when I initially met him, I was like, "Hey, is there a good place to suntan around here?" And he just was like, "Well, it's fall. It's not, like the sun is out, but he's acting like the sun's not out." It's like, I don't understand. I feel like a lot of people, they I don't know, like something as basic as getting sun exposure is, just to get vitamin D, is something that you can't really explain to most people, because most people just they do what they've done. They do what they've been programmed to do, and there's very little that you can do. And there's the whole male disposability thing, where females are solipsistic, and they literally can't imagine anything existing outside of their approval. So basically, you're a non-person as a man, according to females. And most men pander to females, and they're more concerned. Most men are concerned about themselves and how they relate to females. So in essence, someone approaching you and asking you about yourself and your experience, and being inquisitive and wanting to know you as a person, it doesn't exist. Everyone's out for themselves. Like Mark Passio, he thinks that it's a very satanic system that we live in. I happen to agree. I have tons of thoughts, and I just kind of wanted to play catch up and talk about different things. I was thinking about my father a lot lately. He's passed, and he's been dead for about 3 years, something like that. But I've been meaning to get a Dremel tool, and I bought one today. It was like $60. I kind of took a hit and just went ahead and did it. It was down to the wire between a DVD player with like HDMI input, and it was like a little Android tablet. It was very very neat, but it was just a Blu-ray player. No, I take that back. It was a DVD player, not a Blu-ray. But still cool though. But Blu-rays are in the market, and they're gonna muscle out DVDs at some point. But you know, I decided to just hold off on that and get a Dremel tool because I'm trying to fix a screen door that got dislodged. I want to take on more do-it-yourself pursuits, and I guess there's no better way than just to try. Just I need to look up a YouTube video about how to get paint out of a screw. How the where you put in the screwdriver on the screw itself. If it gets painted over, if there's dried paint inside that, which Dremel piece do you use to dislodge the caked up paint? We could talk about the technicalities of it, but the general, all you need to know is, I'm just trying to fix stuff around the house, okay? Other than that, I have a neighbor that's listening to, some TV. Just kind of has it at kind of a loud bass. Not so loud that it's going to disrupt my sleep or anything. It's not bothering me, but I was just thinking about how a lot of females, like in the workforce and stuff, they get overly enthusiastic about music, and they watch TV, and these low IQ, blue-pilled men, they watch their football, and football's a whole nother discussion. Sports. I just feel like people are scared of their own internal world. They don't want to face the demons. They don't want to have anything hard. They don't want to face hardships. I went to work 2 days ago, and I just embraced the fact that I was having to do hard work, and I was trying to count my blessings as I was going, and it was very beneficial. I went to the gym that night, and I get benefits from going to the gym after work because if I have to work the next day, I still feel elated from the workout, so I'm still kind of positive throughout the day. I was also going to bring up Girls and Scouts. This whole decision, apparently the president of the Boy Scouts of America, he made the decision to include females because of declining attendance. There's less of an interest in scouting these days because of other programs, and I think the decision to have gay scout leaders, or is it gay scout leaders? I know this gay children can join, the gay boys can join, but I'm not so sure of the regulation pertaining to the leaders. I'm pretty sure that would scare off a lot of families from, like, why would you want to? Is there a secret agenda to get boys out of programs because it's the last vestige of masculine, like male-only space? It's the only male-only space left, basically. And now that you have females coming into the foray or fray or whatever, this is bad. My opinions on this is totally against it, because men act different when it comes to women. Not just men, but boys. I had this ex-girlfriend, right? And we went camping. She wanted to go camping, right? Guess who did all the heavy work, and guess who was bitter and resentful about having to do said work? It was me. I unloaded all of the items, put the tent up. It's not just with her that I had to pretty much unpack and repack everything, because I've had lots of past experience with my Boy Scout troop, because I went through scouting, and I had to unload and reload the camp trailer, and I guess it's a character building thing, just making sure that you do this. I remember my father saying, "Always leave a place better than you found it," and there's this I know my thoughts are all over the place, but this is nothing new for if you've seen my videos before. But there's this little side paneling that fell off on a side table here in this room. So I went to the store and I got some Gorilla Glue, and yeah, it seems to be sticking okay now. But I'm letting it sit for 24 hours, and yeah, I'm just kind of trying to honor my father, even though he's gone. Kind of my father was a traditional conservative tradcon kind of, I guess kind of a blue pill, kind of a narcissist, kind of out for himself, but very efficient provider, and he would do a whole lot and complain very little, and I'm trying to emulate that. And I think that when it comes to doing hard work and trying to get character and trying to complain less, that's what I'm doing, and I'm trying to pride myself in that, because when it comes to complaining, that a lot of females do that, and I feel like people in general do it. I was working the other day, and my coworkers were saying, "Oh, I just can't wait to go home," and all this and all that. As for me, I'm just not worried about time constraints right now. Because if you're not at work, what are you gonna do anyway, right? You just sit on your butt. At least when you're at work, you can stay busy, keep your mind off yourself, and get paid for it. And I try to stay humble and count my blessings too. And I try to stay in a constant state of blessings, because really working is a privilege, and it is an exercise in character building. And I was thinking about management in my field. I feel like I could do it. All I have to do is go through the training, but I have a whole lot of insecurities and self-doubt to overcome. I feel like I have demons. It's very interesting, because a few days ago I drank alcohol just out of just out of boredom. I think most of the time when people drink, it's out of boredom. But I had this weird lucid dream, I guess. This, those weird dreams you get before you wake up. I just had a vision of two owl faces. So, I convinced myself that I have two owl demons in me. But I did some praying earlier. I'm very skeptical about religion right now. But I pray anyway, just to be on the safe side. So, I asked God to rebuke the demons and to get the demons out of me. So whether or not it worked, I do feel, it doesn't hurt. I feel like I feel good. I mean, I went to the gym tonight, and pretty good. I was listening to a new Mike Patton album, Dead Cross. That is a very hardcore album. I've been listening to it at the gym with my little MP3 player, and yeah, it's a very hardcore album. I recommend Dead Cross. You guys, please look into it. It's just anything Mike Patton does is amazing. Getting me some water here. Yeah, I've been having a good time here at the Motel, just playing Dreamcast, playing some Phantasy Star Online. Doing that whole bit. Been keeping up with some supplements. I'm just looking around, I was eating some gummy worms and stuff, just not eating the best. I feel like I've gained some weight, but I feel like there's there's hope out of going to the gym. Going at night before you go to bed, I think that's key, you guys. I really do think that if you want to lose weight, go to the gym at night. If you want to feel better throughout the day, go in the morning. And I was just thinking about how things are just very overwhelming. I feel like people are just about to snap, the times that we live in. I think that a lot of people are going through trouble because they are comfort seekers, and it as a circumcised man, I always bring it back to that, right? I know you might be tired of hearing about it, but dealing with a constant sense of discomfort, or just that frustration from being done wrong like that in an institutionalized way. It's just it's like men going to war. It's just like people just accept it, but it's completely wrong. You don't take a human being and just throw them out there like that. But by dealing with these insurmountable hardships, we gain depth of character. I've worked with some older men in one of my warehouse jobs that, I've worked with some older men who just are incredible people. They just, I don't know, I like people who keep their nose to the grindstone. I think there's females too that they can do this. They might not be completely, deep as individuals. They might not have, they might not realize things about the world like you would like them to because they're female. But I have a female boss that she has depth of character because she has to work. I have a female shift manager that she can't deal with stress as good, but she has excellent people skills. She has something to work with when it comes to dealing with people face to face, and she hustles. She has really good work ethic, and I think that that's very it's noteworthy. I think that hard work creates character in anyone, and regardless of gender. So I think a lot of females are just comfort seekers, and they want a free meal ticket. That's why they want to just jump on men who are already established. And I refuse usury. I'm not going to do better, quote in air quotes here, do better for myself. I'm doing good for myself because I'm not operating on a income sheet or a chart. I'm not trying to adhere to some sort of expectations that a woman has. I have a budget that's fit for me. I have a lifestyle that's fit for me. I'd rather take my disposable income and put it towards video game stuff. I would rather do that than entertain some female that is a void. That is a waste of time. I know in MGTOW we always focus on how females make us miserable. And I have a really hard time accepting females. I just never did, and I don't know if I ever will. But I come across multiple MGTOW videos that recommend forgiveness just for your own sake. I'm holding on to a lot of frustration and anger, but it's really hard to, because I've always, since I was in elementary school, I've always recognized how females are. There's just so much to be desired when it comes to them, and just having 3 older sisters is just I don't know, I've always been discontent with them. I've always wanted them to be more than what they are, and they just aren't. And I want to say it's okay. I guess it is, because I'm able to live my life and focus on different things, but it's rough, guys, because I think all of us would ideally like to cohabitate with females. We want them to better themselves, but there's no talking to them because they're bullheaded. And yeah, I mean, this whole spiel, this whole talk, this little powwow that we're having is just kind of an amalgamation of my thoughts, kind of reflecting on. I've been looking at this one MGTOW post of Stephen Molyneux. You know, he was talking about male disposability. You know, I earlier today I looked at the what is it, Redshift? Yeah, Redshift is pretty cool. I look at replicant fish a whole lot. You know, there's quality MGTOW providers out there. Yeah, uh, I like MGTOW Philosopher. He grew on me, but yeah, sometimes when he's cackling or whatever, it gets a little bit annoying. But you know, he's cool. I can tolerate him. And you know, I just like a lot of I'm always gravitating towards the MGTOW stuff, and I don't know. I just I guess like gravitates towards like, I guess. But other than that, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys. This video is all over the place, right? Um, but yeah, it feels good to just kind of you know, make a comeback. I guess it's been what, like 2 months or something ridiculous. I don't know. This is therapy for me. I don't do this for any kind of recognition or acknowledgement or validation or you know, money. Um, yeah, like this is just for me, and I I don't know. I recommend MGTOW, but yeah, like I was also analyzing the whole like once you go red pill, you can't go back, and that's very true because like how can you go back to being blue pill? It's impossible. You know too much, you know. And yeah, I guess when it comes to you know, exploring different thoughts and stuff, I guess it's been a night. I guess it's been a night, but right on. I appreciate you guys listening, and yeah, this has been the MGTOW Recluse.